Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here with another episode of Scriptures in Wall Street. If you're new to the channel, thank you for visiting us. I've been doing this for a while now, advising clients for a very long time, over 20 years now. I'm 42 years old. I've done this since I was literally 19 years old. It's funny because I'm actually a senior citizen in my business, even though I'm only 42. Um, Proud to say that. I've seen a lot of things. And one thing I have to say is my disclosure here. I am a financial advisor, but everything on this podcast is not investment advice. And please don't take it as investment advice. If you would like investment advice, give us a call, 813-448-3446. I will be more than happy to give you the best advice, a biblically sound advice, probably what you don't want to hear, but maybe what you need to hear. And the fact of the matter is, truth hurts a lot of times. Truth actually gets us uncomfortable. And when you get uncomfortable, this is where the growth happens. You never see a fat person getting better on the couch. You never see an athlete getting better at his sport by sitting around. You never see an investor yielding great fruit by not taking risk. You never see anybody do anything without trust. This is why Jesus died on the cross, because he knew that his own capability was so trustworthy, that he was the Messiah, that he died for our sins. So that exchange could cleanse our sins, because he knew that we were sinners. He knew exactly why we would fail without him. And people that deny Jesus, you want them to manage your money. You want them to pray for you. You want them to say, hey, I'm a Christian too. Be my guest, man. See how that ends up. That's not here. And that's why we're not a good fit for everybody. And that's why I wanted to start with that, because we pour our hearts into many of our clients. You ever know that situation where you know you're going to do a good job and you don't trust anyone else because your value is that much? Well, that's where I stand. And we're here to give value to the people that expect value from us, that actually trust us, because we want to give them everything that we can possibly offer. Because look, I've been on the Wall Street game for over 20 years. I've seen all the aspects of it at a very young age. And being a pastor's son, I've seen all the aspects of being a pastor's son and in the church. And I'm able to marry both of them. And let me tell you, they go hand in hand. I didn't think so. I was this Puerto Rican kid that got laughed at for my buck teeth, for my big ears. I was called Mexican. I never understood anything about money. My parents were poor. I would never be anything in life, is what my middle school counselor told me, Mrs. Smith, because the only thing I cared about was sports and girls. True story, by the way. But all that was to mold me into who I am today. And at the end of the day, if you can't do push-ups, you're not a man. If you cannot submit to your husband, if you cannot provide that um, maternal need, that emotional need for your husband, then I question your femininity as well. And if you need 15 or 5, 10 different opinions about what you need to do, then you absolutely are not grounded in your decision. And so there's a trust fault there. And of course, it may sound harsh, but this message goes out to many people. Now, what I wanted to say is that there is so much distractions, man. So much distractions. A lot of things to talk about. I could go on and on. I'm recording this on a Friday night. It's the only time I had to. I had a full busy day, literally from 9 to 5, just Zooming with clients, talking with clients, making sure they get this November 1st deadline in their pocket. And guys, we have over 50 people that have signed up, that have literally have filled their applications out. And they're funding for that November 1st deadline. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we have a program. Go to greenmoneysolutions.com. You can read up all about it. acting as an insurance advisor, just so you know, they are offering a 29% guaranteed bonus. This is not a security. This is an insurance-based product. You get a 29% bonus from an index that has a rotator index that's going to literally be tracking the QQQs, which is the NASDAQ, the S&P, which is the SPYs, the treasuries, and the commodities. So it doesn't matter what recession, what depression comes our way. This has ability to shift not on a weekly, not on a monthly, not on a yearly, not on quarterly, but on a daily basis. And when we have this capability where you can set it and forget it, the insurance carrier takes all the risks. The only thing you have to worry about is, do I want to pay a fee of 0.95? And am I okay locking my money up for a certain period of time? Sometimes it's 10 years, sometimes 14 years. And you got to have over 75 grand to put into this account to get a 29% bonus if you're outside of the state of California and Maryland and Delaware. Yes, it is controlled by your states. There are states that don't want you to have access to this product, and you can infer intent by the results given. So if that's something, those parameters are what you want. And the plus side is you get dollar for dollar with the financial company that's been around before the Great Depression. That's where I want my money at, dollar for dollar. Ask your bank, call up your bank, your woke FDIC bank or your NCUA based bank, your credit union. Ask them, hey, is my money backed up dollar for dollar? What about my certificate of depreciation? Do I have dollar for dollar on my bank? And record. Ask, hey, can I record this? It's a business. And see what their response is. If they stutter or they say, I don't know what's worse, you can infer intent by the results given by that answer. And it's that simple, guys. Like, there is no reserves on your money in the banking complex. Oh, and there's only a few places to put your money at, right? You can bury it. You can buy gold and silver and be on the spectrum of the bubble and put it in your gun safe, or you can put it in the bank. That's it, guys. You can put it in the market, your gun safe, or the bank. The market, the gun safe, or the bank. You can probably make a song out of that, a country song. The market, the gun safe, or the bank. That's it. Unless you go to greenmoneysolutions.com and get you a privatized, secured insurance account that literally will grow with the index with no principal at risk. All your interest gets calculated annually. You get an annual statement. You don't even get a quarterly statement like a security. And trust me, I love securities. I am an investment advisor. I'm a former stockbroker. I day trade. I do all this stuff for a living. I get paid to give you advice. If you hire me, I know how to make 30, 40% returns. No problem. Well, options trading, I know exactly how to do that. Very advanced strategies, and I can prove it day in and out. I've done so many shot calls here on Scriptures and Wall Street. And I'm telling you, when it comes to retirement, you do not want to play with your assets. You want to securitize it. You want to privatize it. You want to insure it. You want to have dollar for dollar. And it better be with a company that has been through the rigor of the Great Depression. Because let me tell you, when we have people leaving Florida, you have people not paying their HOAs, you have kids literally taking 2 or 3 jobs to help their parents because their parents are on Social Security and it's not keeping up with inflation. You have kids literally getting credit cards at high interest rates to help their parents and themselves, and they can't even afford it. We are headed to destruction. And I'm going to show you on the charts. So you want to play the stock market game? You want to play the gold game? Go right ahead, because I'm going to tell you, the bubble is going to pop. And the whole thing about red money is, I don't care if you have lawyers and CPAs and, oh, this, and that, and I need to know the fees, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, go ahead and know the fees and see what happens when you get your ass handed to in the next market correction. Who's the bad guy now? Who's the bad guy now? Because your principal is at risk and you're trying to retire. You're trying to retire, and guess what? You're going to get sucked into the 20, 30% of the NASDAQ, which we can participate in that too without any risk, by the way. And you're going to get sucked in to the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This is why people call us in the first place, because they know that something is about to come, but they're people pleasing because they're scared. They're people pleasing because they're not confident. They're people pleasing because they don't have trust in God. They want to please God. Remember the fork in the road? What do we do to please God? Oh, I prayed, Carlos. I prayed. And this was an answer to a prayer, this program. Okay, great. But do you trust God? Because obviously, God led you here. And so we have to start using discernment, guys. We have to start using discernment and having the ability to be in alignment with your advisor. Like, did you ask him, do you believe in Jesus? Are you vaccinated? Do you share the same things that I do? So you're going to lead me to what? And we don't even have the same values? Like, this is the guy managing your money or a portion of your money? Be my guest. So we got a lot of things going on. All in all, we got the Fed. We got the Fed basically lowering interest rates. Now, Fed doesn't lower interest rates. I know everybody's excited. Yeah, I'm gonna get my mortgage. I'm gonna get my mortgage. Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, I can buy real estate. Guys, this is like not a good thing. Okay. I mean, look, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I hope we have a freaking depression. I hope we have a recession. I hope the stock market goes to hell in a handbasket. Seriously, I really hope so. Like dead but serious. I hope the stock market fails and just crashes. It will help our economy in so many ways. People will actually get together again. There will be no victim mindset. There will be no Black Lives Matter. There will be no stupid No Kings rally. There will be none of that. People would be fighting for necessities. And guess what? The masculinity would come back out. Like you guys would stop acting like pussies and actually start doing push-ups and protecting your family and providing and watching your money and taking ownership of everything that you have. And I'm talking to you, pastors. I'm talking to you dads. Like if you're a dad, you shouldn't have man boobs. If you're a dad, you should be very figurative about your principles and your values, instill that in your home. And guess what? A stock market crash would do that. A depression would do that because you would be forced to watch your spending. You would be forced to trust God because there's no other option. And if God has to do that to correct his people, he will do it in a heartbeat. I know this sounds harsh. I know this sounds crazy. And most advisors don't talk like that. And that's okay. I don't want to work with everybody. You can put my money in my mouth. You can put your money in my mouth. It doesn't matter. I will be the same. I promise you that. I am the same person on camera as I am in real life. And anyone that has met me, they can say the same daggone thing. And here is what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is either I want a stock market crash. Yeah, I'll make a ton of money because I know how to short it. And my clients will be safe. My clients will make money. They will clean up nice. I promise you, against your woke advisor that's going to put you in the stock market 100%, your whole retirement, and say, oh, yeah, you need a video, you need this, you need that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the mutual funds and the standard. I mean, all this stupidity. They will trip you up with the language. And I'm telling you, I've done it day in and day out for over 20 years. This is all I've done since college. You will lose money in the stock market eventually. It will come down. The sad part is going to be possibly during your retirement. If you're a boomer, anywhere from 60 to 70 years old, and you don't have a stress plan and you don't have a backup plan, there is no backup plan. That is your backup plan of putting your money in the red money bucket. That is your plan. That's what you trust. You literally put your trust in a red money system. The red money system, as you guys know, if you've watched the Color of Money podcast, I don't know why people don't watch that from the get-go. It is life-changing, that tool. Red money means unlimited losses, unlimited gains. You have no control. Red money also means stocks, bonds, mutual funds, even ETFs, your precious metals, crypto, real estate, options trading, day trading, passive investments, notes, secured notes. Yes, there's notes out there. You can make 28% on Amazon in corporate notes. Don't think those are guaranteed, guys, because they're not. It is red money. And I know how to pull those strings as well. People are putting their money in red money and expecting only one way. That way is up. Are you that naive enough to realize that the market's going to go up every single year? Should I bring up the historical values of the stock market? No, that would be too quantitative. That would be too truthful. Like literally, there's people out there. I was on a town hall event and I was showing them that gold is coming down, and this guy literally lost his butt. I mean, this guy lost his mind. All right, guys. So the market doesn't go up every single year. And we're going back to '06, '07 mindsets. We're going back to 90s mindset where, hey, the market's all going up. Now, let me ask you a quick question. What do you see here more of? Do you see more green bars or more red bars? Take a minute, pause the video. You can count them. But in the naked eye real quick, count to yourself, do you see more green or more red? You see more green. Actually, there's more green, but you also see a lot of red. And the numbers typically is about 70% of the time the S&P 500 will be positive. All right. So a 730 split, historically speaking. This is since right after the Great Depression, 1935. So I'm sorry, 1931. We had the Great Depression here. And this is a market since 1929. Apologize, I misspoke. So what you see is the reds are nasty. Like these are massive dips. This was '08. This was 2002. This was 2000, 2001. People forget that in 2008, it was bad, but also 2009 was bad as well. We had the banks really, really do bad in '09 as well. But also December of 2018 was a negative year. And obviously 2022, because the rising interest rates, the market just does bad in a rising interest rate environment and does well in a declining interest rate environment. But the fact of the matter is that you have to retire, and hopefully you don't get a red bar in your retirement, a big bar. Now, this was a 38 correction, 29% correction, a little 13, 11, -2, -6. Obviously, in 40s, we had a -11. The Great Depression, 47%, 38. COVID was down pretty bad at 24%, but it shot right back up. So here's the thing: when you lose money in a stock market, like in '08, well, that was COVID there. I'm sorry, this was So when you lose money, this was post COVID. Sorry, when you lose money in the stock market, guys, you have to make double the money. So if you lose for every dollar you lose, you have to make $2. So for anyone that doesn't know that, doesn't understand compound interest. And guys, what I'm going to tell you, even a 20% negative loss like in 2022 due to interest rates rising, you have to make 40%. Just to break even, where on earth are you going to make 40% in your retirement? Does that even sound feasible to you? And what red money advisors will tell you is that, oh, well, we're going to manage it, and we're not going to put everything in the S&P. We're also going to have the NASDAQ, and we're going to invest in AI and all the things that are basically going against what you believe in. Well, here we go. Well, in the '70s, right, when the National Association of Securities National Automated Securities Dealers Automated Quotation is what the NASDAQ stands for, if you didn't know that. In '73, I had -31, then at 35. Look at these red bars. They're in the NASDAQ too. It's just the NASDAQ is very powerful, so the upswings are very attractive. I'm here to tell you, man, like if you're retired, you are pretty much guaranteed to have a red bar in your retirement if you stay in the red money bucket. Doesn't matter how good you are. Okay. Well, we're going to diversify between 20 different stocks and ETFs and mutual funds. All right. So the market went down 35% and you quote unquote won by being negative 21%. Really? That's winning? Let's do something smarter. Let's not have any losses. Let's have no annual fees. Let's protect our principal and let's get in the index that actually is going to grow. As a matter of fact, why don't we look at one of our famous indices that is a rotator index? And guess what? This isn't like projection, this is actual verified returns. So these are verified returns, guys. If you don't like these returns, I'm sorry, go find another advisor. 24% in '03, 17, a 5, a 12, a 9, a 0. Every red year is a 0. A 13%, I'm rounding off, 21%, 8.63, a 10%, a 21%, a close to 30%, a negative year, 8%, a 40 and a half, a 0, a 34, a 28, a 25, a 0, a 19, a 2. This year is down a 0. So a negative 1, basically a negative 1%. This is a transition index. If you don't like these numbers, then don't give me a call. We're not a good fit. We can get access to this account two ways. We can get a bonus product that pays 29%, that cuts off on November 1st. If you're younger than 65 years old and you pay a 1% annual fee, roughly 0.95. Or secondly, you can get 100% of these returns minus a 4% spread. So if you made 25% one year in 2020, in 2021, then you walk away with 21 and a half with no fees. I don't think you're going to be upset about that. In 2023, we made almost 20%. You would have walked away with 16.48. I mean, just amazing. 15.48 with a 4% spread on a 2-year product. So this is it. These are the results, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you either going to go put your money in the bank where they have the legal right to take your money, or you're going to go put your money in gold and silver and hope that it always continues to go up forever and take that risk. Or you can contact us about Green Money Solutions and protect your money from the stock market, protect your money from feeding the beast, the track and trace and control agenda, from feeding the abortions, from feeding the LGBT agenda, from feeding other countries except for our countries. Like, this is what you're doing when you purchase something that doesn't align with your values. Do you really think that God's going to bless you if you're funding all this stuff? Whether you know it or not, that's your responsibility. So that's all I'm saying is, guys, these returns, I can't guarantee them. The past performance is not indicative of future results. You guys know that. But at the end of the day, you don't need to be having your money at risk in this day and age. Like, the markets are crazy right now. And I really don't want many Americans to get hurt. Again, I'm not here to cater to your feelings. I'm not cater to what your CPA or other advisor says. I'm just telling you the truth. And the truth is that the markets will come down and you will be exposed. It's that simple. And actually, let me show you my actual charts. So this is pretty cool. This is some of my day trading charts. On the top left, we have, move my bar there. You have the S&P 500 here. You have gold right here. This is on a 2-minute chart. It's a day trading chart. We have the NASDAQ right here and crude oil on the bottom left. It decides to work with me. And goes to show you more volatility. So this is a day trading chart. Ignore it. Doesn't mean long-term deals. It's just for today. But I do want to show you more of a bird's eye view of truly what is happening right now, because you guys need to understand, like, what the heck is going on. So this is the S&P 500. We have our momentum. We have our MACD crossing, which signals more movement. It looks like currently right now it's pumping back up. The volatility index is coming down, meaning the stock market is going up. Don't be fooled by that. I have green traffic lights that I see here as well as it's reaching all-time highs. So that is on a daily. Here's a weekly. I have a sell box here, meaning that if you bought here, this is my options and day trading chart, but I could have bought here, made some money, and sold. I can do this every day, like literally every day. I just buy when it says buy and sell when it says sell. Like it's pretty amazing. I can tell clients I have the ability, hey, market's going to go up today, market's going to go down. Like I have that ability on a weekly and daily basis. It's pretty powerful. If you currently have money in the bank, a 401k, or even precious metals in an IRA, you may want to listen up. You're going to want to have a place where you have a guarantee on your funds. As we go into a lower interest rate environment, banks will be stressed out. Right now, you can get a guarantee, yes, a guarantee on your principal and get a 29% bonus. Go to greenmoneysolutions.com, fill out your information, and let's just see if you qualify. So again, I'm not a good fit for everybody. I know my value, guys. So I'm not going to um, cater to people that are indecisive. Like that, I don't work well with people like that. I want confident people that have the ability to invest their money because I'm confident in my ability. I know the results I'm going to produce, and I'm here to be an impact to you. I'm not here to compete or gain your influence. I'm here to literally just help you grow your account. Yeah, so this is the S&P 500. Looks like it's going to be going up the next few days. It would probably be a cool idea to maybe just buy SPXL. Again, not recommendation. SPXL is posed to probably do pretty well this week. It is a 3-time leverage ETF. Uh, This is not a recommendation. You would lose money when it goes down 3 times the amount. So be very careful. But it would be a risk I'd be willing to do if I had $10,000 to my name. I probably would throw 2,500 to SPXL. I really like that play here. Again, not investment advice, but it's something that I'm looking at, and I'll pull it up right now. It's the same chart times 3. And it should be pretty expensive now. Yeah, man, that thing is expensive. That's at 221 right now. So, we're starting to see the MACDs cross, and this momentum is building up. I got a green bar. Everything is looking nice, very nice. I had a signal buy back in January 26th. So S&P 500 is growing. It's anticipation, obviously, of the rate cut. They're going to cut rates, guys. Let's look at Forest Factory. I can't remember what date it was. So let's go ahead and go to tomorrow, October 26th, 27th. Red folder, government, Bullock speaks. And here we go. We have red folders in Australia. There you go. The Canadian monetary policy report is 9:45 on the 29th. And here we are. Fed funds rate, guys, 2:00, October 29th, which is Wednesday, 9:00 in the morning. Probably going to lower interest rates at 0.25. Again, another rate drop. And here's what the consensus believes on Forex Fact, according to Forex Factory. We are forecasted to go to 4% from 4.25. So another quarter basis points drop. Nothing crazy, right? So that's what it should be doing. We also are going to get pending home sales, which would be a very, very powerful statement because as interest rates go down, pending home sales should go obviously up, but it's forecasted to be negative because people don't have the money to save. And the real estate game is really, really bad right now. Also, later in the month, in Japan later that day. Japan's going to have their policy rates. Dude, this is going to be completely shocker. Japan is doing it really bad. So it's going to be a world event, October 29th, 2025. Get your financial popcorn out. It's going to be fun, for me at least. I'm going to be trading the heck out of this sucker. Or you can watch Scriptures on Wall Street and let me do all the boring work for you, and I'll try to make it entertaining. Right? So I know what you guys care about. You care about making the money. I like making money. I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at trading the markets as well, but I'm also good at retirement planning. And if you want to be a client, if you would want somebody that's going to work for you, that invest in you, that spends time with you, and really cares about your situation and not funding this crazy agenda, then give us a call, 813-448-3446. We want to work with confident people. We don't want to work with wishy-washy people. And we want to work with people that believe in the cross. I'm not afraid to tell anyone no. I'm not desperate for business. I am not desperate for business. I don't care how many millions of dollars you have. I only want to, my biggest payment is being an impact to your life and building a relationship. Because at the end of the day, I want to be here when God calls you home. I want to be that steward for your family's legacy so that your spouse and your children understand the value that you created for them. And that would be my value, is to offer that living legacy, continuation of your wishes, to be there throughout your whole retirement. Mathematically, yes. I could get hit by a truck tomorrow, but I want to be there for your family. And that's where the value comes, is that I'm not just your dad's advisor or some advisor that's 55, 65 years old that should have been retired by now, but he doesn't know how to manage his own money. I want to be that guy for you, but I'm not a good fit for everyone. So give us a call. Let's just have a conversation, 813-448-3446. And you can visit us at CortezWM.com. You can download a free guide at AmericaFirstRetirementPlan.com. And let me say this, don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, Scriptures in Wall Street. Just knocked it out of the park with them. We got our username and back. Thanks, Mike. Mike was really working really hard with that. He's a true patriot. God bless him. All the shows that he's done, all the graphics, everything that you've seen from the websites to the shows, I blame him. He is awesome. So kudos to you, Mike. We appreciate you, everything that you do here for CWM and Scriptures in Wall Street. May God continue to bless you and your health and your family and your business and your relationships. So anyways, guys, that's the S&P 500. So many things talking about. Wow. Like I can go on, but I only have an hour. Where do I want to go from here? Oh, let me check my notes. I actually wrote notes. I don't know if I abide by them, though. So, yes, gold, the bubble, and BTC, track, trace, and control agenda. Yes, that's what the theme was of this podcast. Okay. Let me go back to, if you see me looking up, it's because I have this big 75-inch monitor right above the camera, and I get to see myself, my screen, but I don't like teleprompters. And so when you see me looking at the camera, I am looking at the camera, but I'm also not looking at my charts. So if you see me doing this, looking to the side, I'm looking at the charts so I can validate the information about a say, and then looking at you. So I apologize if you see me doing this number. I need to work on that. So what I typically do is I lower my charts closer to the camera so I can see it. But yeah, if you see me looking up, that's only because I'm just trying to look at charts. So just some housekeeping there. Hey, don't mind me. Okay, guys. There's something I need to mention here real quick. There's a lot of hesitation in the markets right now, and don't hesitate right now. So I'm not going to be able to podcast in the week. So I'm saying this because November 1st is right around the corner. I know many people have called. We had over 100 calls that come in, emails, like so many emails, info at CortezW1.com. Let's just schedule a time to have a 5-10 minute phone call to make sure the bonus program is right for you. Yes, this insurance-based product, they are guaranteeing a 29% bonus. guaranteeing a 29% bonus. I'm saying this as an insurance advisor, not a securities advisor, even though I am licensed. But this is the last podcast I'm going to be doing about it because it's going away November 1st. It's going away November 1st. Now, what I want to tell you is that please don't call our office on Halloween on Friday and say, I want that bonus, because I'm going to tell you, no. You had 2 weeks. Oh, actually, you had a whole month. I've been saying this since September. You had a whole month to give us a call. I don't care if you have millions of dollars and you want a 29% bonus. It's not there. Take some responsibility. Like, you missed out, because the rates are going down Tuesday or Wednesday, like next week. This is not BS. The rates are literally going down Wednesday. So you have till this week to get your 29% bonus, and you can add to it, and you will get 29% bonus every time you add to it for the next 3 years, is what this company's A-rated carrier, one of my favorite carriers that didn't vaccinate their employees, didn't force jab them, didn't face mask them, that doesn't really subscribe to the LGBT agenda. Very rare, silent, but strong, massive company with billions of dollars that been around for over 100 years before the Great Depression. So yes, this company is A-rated, at least strong, just a gangster of a company. I say that because so many people do not take responsibility. And when I say that I'm cutting it off, I'm cutting it off. I don't care if you're Donald Trump. I don't care if you're Mike Lindell. I don't care if you're like some crazy celebrity or NFL athlete, even though we have those too. I can tell them no too, because I'm not here to chase your business. I'm here to provide a value service. I know my value. I know the value of this, because when the market crashes, those that have taken the opportunity to do this are going to be fruitful. They're going to be blessed. The Bible says, I have given you signs and wonders, and you don't even know how to translate it. Well, he's given me the discernment to basically predict the markets of what's going to happen. And I'm able to broadcast it on a public platform to give you that gift. And now a solution. It is up to you. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to do anything, but I'm just here to be a vessel, a prophetic vessel. It's up to you, man. Like, I'm here whether you do business with us or not. I'm just telling you the facts. And the facts is my opinion. And I don't know how clear as day you want it to be. But when we look at the charts, especially what I'm about to show you right now, and I've said this for the past month, and people like thought I was stupid. That's okay. You can call me stupid. But when the stuff hits, can't say I didn't tell you so. So watch this puppy. For those of you that are so bent out of shape and emotionally exhausted or emotionally triggered by the G word, also known as gold, you fail to realize that it's just an investment. And you remember I told you that gold will come down? There is a bubble. We are in the bubble, and bubbles are called bubbles because bubbles eventually pop. Now, that bubble is going to be gold. That bubble is going to be a few things. That bubble is going to be our commercial real estate. That bubble is going to be the banks. That bubble is going to be precious metals. That bubble is going to be Bitcoin. That bubble will be the stock market. That bubble will be the checking accounts. That bubble will be the US dollar. Did I get your attention now? Because look what's happening, guys. This is not BS right now. Look what's happening right now. And this is on a daily chart. Let's go on a 4-hour. You can see it clear on a 4-hour. Oh, we have a little sell-off on gold. Literally went from 43.50 all the way down to 4,075 and settled and closed on Business Friday on 41.57. Literally a 8% shift, just like out of nowhere. That's if you bought it from a reputable dealer, or if you're dealing with these knuckleheads that want to charge you 25%, you know who they are. They advertise probably on the Rumble channel on this podcast. They advertise on all my podcasts. They try to steal my client base and scam you 30, 40% to buy precious metals. The only company that I trust right now and for the past 5 years is Cornerstone. Cornerstone Asset Metals. If you're looking to buy or literally convert your precious metals, or even if you have bought it from one of those bigger conglomerates, their number is 888-747-3309. If you have precious metals or you want precious metals, this is a little good dip. You can buy some here because we are going to see another sell-off in precious metals. It already happened. I told people, I said, look, sell a good 10, 15% of precious metals. Why wouldn't you sell at an all-time high? Because you're emotionally attached to it. And look what happened. It went down 15%. So you're already losing money. And just because it went up, it only is locked into you start selling it. It's that simple. You should have just sold 10%. I've been saying it for a long time. I said it way back here. I said, look, this is going to come up. It went down a little bit. I got laughed at because it popped right back up. I said, nope, it's going to come down again. It's going to come down again. All my oscillators, you saw the red bars here? Saw the red bars. And the other thing that I look at is the US dollar, which people are not looking at that. They're just saying it's manipulated. Well, yeah, it did lose money earlier this year. It lost a lot it was corrected big time. Let me go on a daily so you can see it clearly. Look at that thing. That was in March. Boom. It just sold off like crazy. But look, here's the bubble. The dollar was rising and then boom, it went down. The dollar's rising again. And they're pumping it like crazy. This one has legs. This one could look like Tesla. Look at this thing. It's over the zero line, so it has bullish power. It's not even at the second top tier ceiling on my momentum on my MACD. I got green traffic lights all throughout the board. I have a green cloud that's fanning up. Guys, the dollar is rising. Interest rates are dropping. The dollar's rising. The stock market will go up. The volatility index will go down. But look, this is just a trade, man. Like, this is why gold is going to go down, because the dollar is going up. This is why silver will have a correction, because the dollar is coming up. You confirm intent by the results given. I don't see it losing steam. Once it hits this top bar, it will start to lose steam, just like it did here. See my purple line? My momentum bar, it hit the top bar, and then look what happened to the price. Go into history. Look at my purple bar here. It went close to the second to top bar, and then boom, look at that massive reset it had. So look, I'm just telling you, don't get emotional. This is just a technical analysis. Technical analysis doesn't care about your emotions. However, your family, your spouse, your living cares about your retirement, and that is emotional. And I'm telling you, the dollar's skyrocketing right now. So that's going to bleed into people are going to rush out of gold and they're going to buy this. Now, here's the other thing is that US economy has more gold than any other country. Like America buys gold like crazy. And if they crash gold, they could literally manipulate our dollar. And what if I'm just saying, what if they dump all the gold, they send the gold market crashing, and they get all the money and they create their own digital system? They create their own crypto. All the Genius Act, all the Clarity Acts, everything has been set for the stage to create a financial reset in the crypto space. I'm not saying you got to buy Bitcoin. I'm not saying that this is going to happen tomorrow. It will take probably decades for all of this to happen. But through all of the decades that crypto has been around, the landscape is already there. We will become a social credit score driven system. You don't like this podcast, you don't have a social credit score. You didn't pay your taxes, your credit score. You can't hop on an airplane. You can't go to Aldi's or Trader Joe's or Publix and buy groceries. Your credit card doesn't work. Your bank doesn't work. Oh, your life insurance is not going to pay out. You're a terrible citizen. Oh, we saw you walking too fast on the wrong side of the road. With our smart cities, we can basically see the AI and the facial recognition and literally put you in line with the high frequencies and the high beams, the weaponized lighting that these smart poles have in smart cities. We're going into a surveillance state. The AI is going to be as a convenience. It's going to be positioned at a convenience. And then from convenience, it's going to be permission based. And from permission based, it is a control base. We saw it during COVID. Many people ran to get the stupid jab just so they can go on a cruise. Many people bought the jab so they can get to-go food. In New York, that's how it was. You couldn't actually take takeout food without a vaccine card. And I know people in San Francisco that literally took the jab so they can get chicken wings. I kid you not. And I love them to death, but they made a huge mistake. Guys, the time is here, man. Like, we got to be very careful. Like, we really got to be careful. So look, I want to leave you guys with this. And this may offend some people, and that's okay. I'm not here to cater to anyone's feelings. I'm here to tell you the truth. We allow voices from the outside world to dictate what God has ordained, that God has already introduced to you in your life. We allow people and the noise to contaminate our mindset. And we're only human. And money is emotional. I totally get it. But there needs to be a reference to scripture. And I wanted to share this quick verse. James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. He doesn't say in one way. It says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Don't be double-minded. Men of faith can't afford to be double-minded. God gives you wisdom. Move with confidence and not in fear. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, for I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and sound mind. So please, if you contact our office, we want confident people. We want people to be confident and trusting in God. Trust him in all your ways. Because Wall Street is a satanic street. The stock market and the exchange is a satanic street. It is full of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I'm not saying everybody is fearful, uncertain, and Satan. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the snakes are real, the manipulations are real. It is your job to protect what you have as a man and provide for your family. It is your job to be emotionally smart as a woman, to be the counsel for the family. It is your job as a patriot to put our country first after you put God first in your family. Do what's right, not in the eyes of your pocketbook, but in what the Holy Spirit has led you to. And I say that because I am second. You come first. The cross comes ultimately first. But I'm serving the cross by serving you, God's people. And what I promise to you is I'm going to be in it for the life of me. I'm going to be true, authentic, and I'm going to give you impactful retirement that you can literally hand to your family. That is my promise, that I will be here through the thick and thin of all of what is about to come. I will be reporting on this. I will be sharing my experiences. I will be telling you my downloads that are Holy Spirit led by discernments. I promise you that. And if you don't like that, I'm not for you. That's cool. We can still shake hands, but I only want to work with a certain amount of people for a limited time. And I'm cutting it off to new clients because I literally can't be bringing on new clients for over 25 years. That I can't do it. I only want to work with people that I want to invest in. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about relationship, deep roots. That is what I desire, because I'm going to be podcasting probably for the next 10 to 15 years. And this name, this show, it's not mine. It's God's. Everything that I don't even have notes for the past 4 years. I don't do notes. I just basically, I basically do everything off the cuff. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just literally pray. And Mike saw me do this when he was here a few weeks ago. I literally just pray. I said, God, give me the words to say, because I'm going to just spit fire. Hours on hours on hours on hours on end. Because there's so much to talk about every single day from all the calls that you guys give me. That is basically where I get my contact from you. You guys give me the content, and I verify with charts. I say, hey, this is good, this is bad, this is reality, this is the truth. And the truth of the matter is, give us a call. Let us give you an opinion, a second opinion. And look, we're not salesmen here. We're consultants. You have to hire us in order to do business for you. But we want to make sure that you're taken care of. Like, that is my heart. I'm a heart of a social worker, mind of a capitalist. That's just me. So if you want an advisor that's going to not protect your feelings, but protect your money and make sure you have your money where you need it to be and growing effectively without all the CBDCs and the risk of the stock market and this woke agenda, and that understands the securities laws and investment laws, and that is proactive with the envision of what is to come. I'm really good at basically telling what's going to happen before it happens, as if you've noticed. I have 4 years of proof. Just watch any of my podcasts and you see all the shot calls I've made. I've already been laughed at gold, and look at gold now. I've already been laughed at about commercial real estate, and look at commercial real estate. I told you about the feds being late to the game. Look what happened. I told you about the banks, and look what happened. Like, this is not a fluke. Like, you need to have that confidence with your advisor going into what we're about to go right now. And if you don't, I don't know what you're doing, because I wish you luck. I don't believe in luck, but I wish you Godspeed. There's some crazy stuff coming out. Harry Dent himself, that predicted 08 and everything before and after, is basically saying this could be another depression. Jamie Dimon said that a recession is coming. Probability of recession is high. And I've said it, the best thing for our economy is a depression. We'll get rid of all the sellouts and the politicians when their money stops flowing. We'll get rid of all these bad businesses. We'll get rid of the banks loaning stupidity out. We'll clear up the real estate game. People will be real again. They won't be posting their lavish lifestyles on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Like, everybody will be humble again. Like, maybe we need a stock market crash. Maybe we need some bank frozens. Maybe we need some a social credit score or a threat of it. Maybe we need that. We can't fight it. It's going to happen. It's written. And I'm sorry this sounds harsh, man, but we need to wake the heck up and get our heads out of our freaking butts and quit people pleasing. It's not even biblical. So, anyways, you have November 1st to have an app submitted if you want 29% bonus. Please do not call my office on a 30th or Halloween, because I instructed my staff to not even entertain 5 minutes of your call. You've had all month to give us a call. And I'm sorry if I sound rude. It's just I do not like my time or my staff's time wasted. 29% bonus is going off the table. And guess what? They have the opportunity to pull it before then. So you have this week, and that's it, guys. Give us a call. We're here to help. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe at Scriptures and Wallstreet on Rumble. And also, and go to Get Me Lean USA if you would want to start building muscle, if you want to start losing belly fat, or the man boobs. And if you want to focus more, they also have some great peptides there. Go to getmeleanusa.com. I love this stuff. I take it every day. You guys see my before and after. I openly share that. Great program. Also, it's subscription based, so you can cancel it every time if you don't like it. There's no pressure to buy it. And more importantly, if you're on Ozempic or Mounjaro or any type of semaglutide or trizipatide, it works very well because those peptides actually pull your muscle from your body, while this one protects it and helps build it because it has 4 times the protein synthesis than creatine. So pretty much amazing. And this stuff is so good. The fit is amazing. Like, it tastes like orange juice and it has a little bit of caffeine. So drink it in the morning. At least get that. And then if you do push-ups every day and drink fit, I promise you, you'll be a different man in 30 days. Promise you. So anyways, God bless you guys. Go to CortezW1.com if you want an appointment, or give us a call 813-448-3446.
I'm still alive, God gave me breathing, now I testify. They tried to fool my hustle, tried to kill my dream, but the cross is my weapon and the truth is my team. Unapologetic, I won't back